welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the shortest French I've ever done. Please don't mind the state of my nails. I abused them for the last few months and that's why I let them grow. So for my cuticles, I always push them back with a woolen stick. For this set, I'll be trying out this electric file I bought recently, which I unboxed in one of my videos. So I set the speed to 1 RPM and I move forward first. Then I turn on reverse and move in the opposite direction. This technique has helped me a lot because I no longer dig into my nail plate and I'm able to work in an effective manner now. I then dust off my nail plate and proceed to moisturize it with water. I find this to be easier and better when taking off the cuticle with a nipper as I'm doing right now. However, I remain careful because I try not to cut my skin or a client's skin. This technique requires a lot of precision and know-how. It took me about 2 months to actually learn how to use nippers properly. If you notice, I don't always go all the way. I always turn my finger to the opposite side because this is where I'm most comfortable. But with the client, however, I find it more difficult to turn their finger, but sometimes I do. So when using nippers for me or doing nails generally, I think you just have to find an effective and comfortable way to work. I use different techniques on different clients because I find not everybody has the same type of cuticle. So I use different techniques, different tools, different speeds. I just freestyle, but not really freestyle. I do what's effective for the nail bead I'm working with, nail shape and everything. For buffing the nail plate, I prefer this, I don't know how many millimeters it is, but I prefer these small buffers because for me, I feel they get into the creases around the cuticle better than the bigger buffers that we traditionally use. I do not recommend this glue, but this is the glue I use for my nails. I don't use this on clients because it's not meant for nails. I only use it because it dries fast and the nail glue I use for my clients takes forever to dry, so that's why I'm using it. I proceed to cut in my tips using one magnet because I wanted them short. Then I proceed to blend because I want them to be as flat as possible. I then file the sides because I'm aiming for a thin look. And that's basically what I do for my prep to glue my tips. This isn't sponsored, but I contemplated using these. I ended up not using the nude one because it was too pink and I wanted something nude. However, I like the consistency. I've been using them ever since for my clients and myself. I like the viscosity and texture as it is not very runny or so thick. And the pink is a really pretty color actually. I also checked out this buy-up I got from Shein because I always try everything out on myself before I use them on clients, if I can use them on clients. And just to have a feel of everything before I work with them. I chose a liner brush I'm going to be using, then I proceed to prime all my nail beds generously. Then I proceed with a layer of base coat, which for me serves as my slip layer. I do so for all the fingers, making sure to apply the base coat evenly and properly on all the nail bed. Trying not to go too close to the cuticle to where it doesn't flood the cuticle, but as close as possible. And while I'm watching this, I really feel bad for my nails because I really didn't show them love the way I do for others. And it's saddening, However, I'm changing this year. I'm taking better care of my nails and myself at large. And hopefully I can document this journey with you guys. I ended up choosing this color of the buyer because it looked closest to what I was aiming for. However, once applied, it didn't look as sheer as I wanted it to be. And I ended up having to use about 2 coats on each nail. That's applying the buy-up twice so it can have strength and look more even. I'm overall satisfied with the color, but when I put my finger in the lamp, I noticed that the buyer would retract. I don't know how to explain this, but like it would retract from the cuticle. So that's one of the reasons I went back with a second layer as well. It's not bad. I would recommend if you want to use it for practice, but it's not going to be very effective if you have to work on clients. As you can see, it didn't give me a good structure, so I really had to go back and apply a second layer.
Kick.
Since the buyer didn't give me the structure I was aiming for, I come in with my sanding band again at the speed of, anyway, it's always around or lesser than 10 RPM when I'm using such a product because I do not want to take so much off of it. I just want to make it smooth and even. This clip is sped up, but I actually go very, very slowly with this just so I can touch up just a little, not too much. Then I end up filing with my hand file to give it shape and rebalance a little, because I always feel I don't get everything done right with the e-file. I will always come back with my hand file. I don't know how to use an e-file just and let it be, you know. This is actually one part I hate about doing my nails myself, having to file, especially the pinky. It's so difficult for me. I always avoid having to do my nails. For the French, I was contemplating doing a different color, but like a white French is always going to be that girl. I don't know why. So I ended up doing a white French. Now I wanted something very, very thin. I am not satisfied with what I got, with what I did actually. I wanted it to be thinner, but I still think it ended up looking good. It still is the shortest set I've ever done on myself. And I think the French wasn't that bad, but I wanted them to be shorter actually. The only downside to this set was the fact that I had to use some products twice. I had to use 2 coats of this white because it wasn't so pigmented, and I had to use 2 coats of the Biab. Overall, it wasn't a bad set. I liked it. I liked the process. It wasn't so lengthy as when I'm doing a complex design, and I was overall satisfied with having such short nails. I always turn my finger up, down, north, south, west, and everything and whatnot, just to get like the perfect French, like that brown look of the French. And I also take my time, as you can see. Now, if you enjoy watching people work, I'm going to let you watch me do the French on the rest of the fingers, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and share. Also comment so you can give me pieces of advice, or just basically share your thoughts on the process I used, the products I used, and whatnot. See you in the comment section. And bye for now.